Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. So OPPO just announced their latest flagship phone, the OPPO Find X3 Pro, and of course, they sent one over for us to check out. So here's a quick unboxing that I did earlier today. So what exactly makes this flagship special? Well, you saw the thumbnail, so you kind of know what it has up its sleeve. But for those of you who aren't in the know, here's what you can expect out of the OPPO Find X3 Pro. First up, you have the design, and they do check a lot of boxes here. It has a glass back and a nice soft matte finish that we really enjoy, but it's the funky design of the cameras that make it really stand out. Of course, we've seen what Samsung has done to the S21 Ultra, where they tried to mitigate the camera bump by kind of blending it into the frame, but OPPO definitely takes it to a whole different level with the Find X3 Pro. Instead of the camera modules that we're used to seeing, they used a single piece of glass on the back to really unify the look, and the marketing material they sent over said it's meant to have a fluid aesthetic that flows seamlessly and is inspired by space itself. Now, did they accomplish that? I think they did, but whether or not people are going to like it, of course, that's going to be very subjective. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below, because I'm on the fence myself. I do have to give them props though, because it is a bold move to try something new, and they did put a lot of thought into this to make it possible, with a review guide saying it takes over 100 steps and 40 hours to make this single piece of glass. Again, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of the design of the Find X3 Pro. And since this is a hands-on review, it's time for a tour of the button and port layout. So this is going to be pretty quick, since on the right side you have the power button, on the left you have the volume rocker, and on the bottom you have access to the SIM tray, a microphone, USB-C port, and the speaker grill. By the way, before I forget, the Find X3 Pro is also IP68 rated for dust and water resistant. So if you're one of those people who like taking their phones into the shower for whatever reasons, don't worry, no judgments here, you're good. Anyway, back on topic, since this is a flagship device, it also has a kick-ass screen. It's a 6.7-inch LTPO AMOLED display at QHD+ resolution, so not only are you getting the usual characteristics that we love about these panels, but the pixel density on it is really good too. Of course, you're also getting the buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate and 240Hz touch sampling rate to make the phone feel extremely responsive, but they also claim that the color accuracy on this display is on point as well. Now, I can't verify this, nor are my eyes trained for it, but they say that it also covers 100% of the DCI-P3 color range. All I know is that it looks really good, and it also got an A+ from the folks over at DisplayMate, and who am I to contest that? So A+ it is. Of course, that's only part of the equation. They've also paired this great display with a pair of amazing speakers that have Dolby Atmos, and here's what they sound like. Under the hood of the OPPO Find X3 Pro is none other than Qualcomm's latest flagship SoC, the Snapdragon 888, that's been paired with a generous 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. As we all know, this is the best of the best for the time being, and I'm sure that you won't be wanting for power. Now, I haven't been able to stretch out the legs of this device just yet, so I really can't report to you guys if it has any of the heating issues that we experienced on the Xiaomi Mi 11 that uses the same processor. So make sure you check back for the full review of this device in about a week. What I can tell you guys though is that my experience with the Find X3 Pro has been great so far. All the games that you usually see on our gaming reviews play incredibly smoothly on this device. Keeping the lights on for the Find X3 Pro is a 4,500 mAh battery, which should be enough for a full day, at least for me, but that's just a guesstimate for now. But like some of OPPO's recent devices, this has support for their 65-watt Super VOOC charging. Now, their review guide says that you can get 40% in just 10 minutes of charging, and that's something I can verify. Lastly, let's talk about the cameras, because it's not just about the design. The shooters on this phone are special too. So let's start out with the selfie camera, which is at 32 megapixels at f2.4, but on the back, you've got a set of quad shooters. You have a 50 megapixel main camera at f1.8 that's backed by a Sony IMX766 sensor. You've got an ultra wide at the same megapixel count and the same sensor at f2.2. There's a 13 megapixel telephoto camera, and forget about macro cameras, guys, because this has a 3 megapixel micro camera. So you can take macro shots like this, but you can take it to the extreme and get shots like this one too. And to be honest with you guys, they don't look half bad just as long as you have enough light. Anyway, here are more sample photos. Now, obviously, there's more testing to be done to see if the Find X3 Pro is a phone that you should be looking out for. But as of making this video, sadly, there's no official SRP or even word if OPPO Philippines is going to be offering this phone locally. Hopefully they will, since they did send this phone over for review, and as you might have seen, some of our other friends in the tech mob got this phone as well. So I guess I have one more question for you guys. Should OPPO bring the Find X3 Pro to the Philippines? Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for dropping by and spending a few minutes with me. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you have any questions about the OPPO Find X3 Pro, leave them down below and I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. For all the latest in tech, head to Unbox.ph. Plus, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All the links will be down below. This has been Tito James. Peace, God bless. See you guys next time, and of course, stay safe.